Welcome back
Welcome.
to a mini episode.
Dun, 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 dum, 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 dum. I don't know what that
Welcome
was.
back.
All right. Welcome to our little mini. It's a micro penis episode.
It's mini me. Hobie's looking up, so
Oh.
let's tone it down.
No.
Oh, shit. You stared at him. Now he's coming. Here he comes.
Ooh.
He's like, I got a lot to say. He's throwing hands now.
Hi. Oh.
So we figured we'd do a little fun mini because we've been dealing with some tough topics, okay? And when we say tough, meaning using your brain to think a little bit, but also tell you the truth. Hashtag real talk. Okay? Because I'm tired of this phony shit. Which is everywhere, every day.
Culmination. I just love that part. Is that American Pie?
So, Brian wants to tackle... I found a list of questions and, just some fun stuff that we can do together. And we're going to tackle this list is called Tough, Unanswerable Questions to Ask.
So this is going to be like calculus and
No,
quantum
I would
physics
not. I would
and
be
stuff
like, I'm
like that.
done. I'm not even playing this.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
I didn't go to college.
E equals mr squared, or what is it?
Oh my god. Okay, have a good day, everybody. We will talk to you next time.
Bye. No. Gotcha. Tough, unanswerable questions to ask, and the intern can join in as well if she's not. Oh, she went back to sleep. Never mind. She's like, fuck this. Anyways, question number 1.
Okay.
What is the price of freedom?
What is the price of freedom?
This is a tough, unanswerable question to ask.
I would say the price of freedom is about 3 installments of $29.99.
'Cause I'm free.
What is the price of for
free?
the average American? It's not much, and like we've talked about. So this is heavy topics because
you said you wanted to do this list.
I thought this would be fun because we're not really free. The price of freedom for our vets, for a lot of them, was their lives, their sacrifice, their service to keep us where we are and to make sure that we had a country for 250 years. So for me, the price of freedom is all those wonderful, amazing servicemen and women that have fought, bled, and died to make sure that we can sit here at this table and pretend like we are free even though we're in a cage.
Oh, I was like, are you going to say we're fake? Because we're not.
No, it's just, again, but you know what I mean. I think the price of that's what freedom is paid for in a lot of times in blood.
The price of freedom is freedom. Done.
Okay.
That's all I could say. Because I was going to say your sanity, your health.
I was just thinking in terms of what keeps this nation free.
Yeah.
And it's not you and me. It's
just you and me.
Just you and I. But
do parallel universes exist? And if so,
absolutely.
What the fuck?
Sorry.
Sorry for those listening that probably heard it.
I'll get over
really loud as their ears are bleeding.
That was the parallel universe.
Do parallel universes exist? And if so, could we ever interact with them?
Yes, and I think we already have. We talked about this with the alien episode.
Mm-hmm.
How I'm thinking of vortexes and wormholes and what do they call it? Einstein-Rosenberg bridges, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The Stranger Things type of thing. So I do think that it's because I think that a God that can create an infinite amount of things and just play around and have fun would create more than one, and maybe just kind of throw it out there and say, okay, let's see if they can find each other. So I think that they are very well could exist, and I guess the second part, I don't know if we've actually got a chance to communicate with another, but then again, the time traveling things and astroplaning, yeah.
That right there, that's another universe. You're living another life. In your dreams,
true.
Bro. Come back tired sometimes.
So I think those are both very definite possibilities.
I do, the parallel universes, I do believe they exist. Do we interact with them? Yes. I think, for me personally, through my dreams. And I think we do with the vortexes and stuff. I do think people do show up here one way, and then when you see them again, I'm like, that's you.
Doppelgangers.
Yeah, that's true. Like, could you imagine? Like, do you know how many people say they're like, "Oh, weren't you at the store yesterday?" I'm like, no. And then people are like, "I know you from somewhere," and I'm like, I get that a lot.
So the two parallel universes could bleed into each other every once in a while.
I believe so.
And do you think you've talked to yourself?
I mean, when it comes to like the spiritual side of things, you could talk to your higher self through someone else that has that power. Do I talk to myself? Hell yeah, because that intuition and that voice I hear in my head is talking to myself, my higher being.
I meant like you think you could have found like communications from another universe, another version of you.
In my dreams.
Okay.
I live another life, many lives, many worlds.
And another.
That's just my opinion and my thoughts and reflection. If you could erase one memory from your past, would you do it, and how might it change your life? That's a tough question. That is a tough, unanswerable question
there's
to
an
ask.
answer to it, but
I love how Brian's like this. There's no question that's tough and unanswerable.
No, I'm not saying tough, but unanswerable. You could absolutely answer this. Would I erase? Is there anything from my past that I would erase? No, because everything made me who I am today.
That's a good answer. That's a good fucking answer.
So yes, everything that we go through shapes us, molds us, and if you let it make you grow, then it's all like it's that cliche: what doesn't kill you make you stronger.
Yeah.
So I would not, despite having gone through some not unsavory times, I would keep those. Because I think of one in general which I would have not made the mistake of pushing this girl away to where I would have ended up probably married. But I would never have met anybody in my life from that day forward. My life would have been completely different. Who says it would have been better?
Yeah, that's true.
Because that wasn't my path. Because that was my mistake to make. Mm-hmm. I think that we make mistakes. It's kind of for a purpose.
I would agree with you on that. I would probably say the same, but as far as if I could erase one memory from my past, my relationship with my ex actually erased my memory of what happened during that time.
Wow.
So I have no recollection on some things. I don't know if it's like the things I went through shook me so much that I don't remember, because I have friends that say, "Remember we did this?" And I was like, was it the time where I was dating my ex? Because if it is, I don't remember.
Wow.
And that's kind of sad, because I always want to remember.
Just block that
out. I couldn't tell you. I've gone to therapy, and they're like, "Well, we can work on that." And I'm like, "For
hypnosis.
What?" I know, I do want to do hypnosis so I can stop
Really?
eating.
Here we go.
So I can stop eating, guys.
Here we go. Look
I'm an eater!
10.
What movie?
I don't care. I don't mean it like that. I'm trying. 10, 9, 8. You are falling asleep. Your eyes are. Yeah, you're asleep. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna ask. Wake up. You feel anything different? I hypnotized you.
Oh, did I say anything?
Oh, you said a lot. I'm
Hopefully
surprised.
nothing embarrassing.
Yeah, well. You'll have to play it back.
Yeah, well.
You'll have to play it back.
Let's stop right now and listen.
Okay, next.
Sorry for those listening. You'll have to watch the YouTube channel to see what.
Wait,
I
just picked my nose. Don't watch.
Oh, I always see you pick.
It was itchy. My nose itches a lot.
As long as you don't go like this and then go like they did in elementary school. The kids that are like.
I did that a lot.
Ew, gross. Get away.
Leave.
Out.
It was salty.
Brian.
Maybe that's the memory to erase.
Oh man, can true happiness be achieved, or is it always fleeting? I think that's a great question for our society nowadays.
That is
because there's a lot of people chasing happiness, and they don't. For me, they don't realize that they can achieve it by just simply worrying about yourself. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's very easy. Absolutely, you can achieve it, but you're right. You have to want
There's
it.
A lot,
you have to. You have to realize. You have to know yourself well enough and be confident in yourself well enough to know what you want.
Yes.
and know what makes you happy, and it's not the fringe stuff. It's not the
reality.
It's not a going to do something, or it's a state of mind, and it's a inner being thing.
Yeah.
I think true happiness only happens within yourself when you are being true to yourself and you know who you are.
Yes.
That has nothing to do with anyone else.
Absolutely. But you're right, because people chase happiness based off of what they see on their algorithms. They influencers, role models, quote unquote role models they follow.
They rely on others.
When it relies all on them.
Even relationships.
Yeah.
If you are truly happy with who you are, your relationships will ultimately should be better. Yes. Which will just add to the happiness of you finding someone to share your happiness with. But ultimately, your happiness is strictly based on who you are, right, and being comfortable with what you are and living your best life.
Yeah, and don't compare. Don't ever compare your relationship, your life.
The more other people you factor in, the less happy you'll be.
Yes. So if you want life advice from V&Brian against the world,
you're out a lot.
Oh. I was gonna say email us.
Oh yeah, you can book us
at Venmo.
Just Venmo me my personal account. I'll take care of you.
By the way, we've been getting a lot of emails from people who say they really enjoy our podcast.
Really?
That we're so intuitive, or like just the things we talk about, the
Why
topics.
didn't I know this?
It's in the email. It's just scam emails probably.
Oh.
But I look up their Instagram accounts. I was like, oh, you are real people. They just want to collab, and I'm like, no, you gotta pay us. We're not ruining this podcast with, I don't know.
I didn't even, when we stopped recording,
I will show you.
About this. Okay.
What would life be like if humans never needed sleep?
Holy shit.
I would be a mess. I would be the most angriest person ever.
Cracked out.
I'm too tired.
Well, does that mean that we don't get tired?
That's true. If we don't get tired, I think it'd be okay.
Because if we didn't need sleep, that means we're not tired.
We're just relaxing.
That means I think there'd be a lot more 24-hour taco shops.
Bring back 24-hour businesses.
I don't. Would it really? It would just mean. I mean, corporations would love it because, like I said, everything would be open 24 hours. Graveyard shifts would be irrelevant.
I think there would be less anxiety.
I honestly think there'd be more because there'd be more hours of the day to make sure that we consume it and buy and sell goods. Because corporate America would take a hold of that and say, well, no one's sleeping. Everyone. So 3 a.m. You better be at your shift. You better be at the store. People are gonna be grocery shopping at 2 a.m.
Yeah. People love to grocery shop.
I think that our right now that because we sleep, like the nights slow down. There's nothing. Streets get empty. You know, theaters, restaurants, everything gets a chance to stop. And so it would just be, I think, just a non-stop chaotic world. Because you would never need to stop.
Yeah.
So it would be like your 9 to 5 and your busy days, but it would be 24/7. Because what are you gonna do? Sit inside from 6 or 7 p.m. until 7. That's funny. 7 p.m. till about 7 a.m. when you gotta go to work.
I don't know. I would be able to enjoy the things that I want to watch and like learn more. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. Because there are times where I do realize I get anxious because I'm worried that I'm going to miss out on something.
Yeah.
And so that's why I said I think people would be less anxious in regards to how I feel sometimes, where I'm like, I feel like I'm going to miss out on something, therefore I'm going to stay up and watch this, or like learn this, read about this, because I don't want to miss out.
Okay.
You know, and that's something I'm working on. But
fascinating to think about that, but
yeah, but
I think about it from a corporate point of view. You think about it from a personal point of view.
Yeah, because that's why I like these questions, because we have different answers. Is there a single event in history that, if changed, could lead to a utopian society?
No. Butterfly Effect. No.
Oh my God, what a horrendous movie. No. A great movie, but like horrendous what happened.
There's no such thing as a utopian society, in my opinion, for humanity, no matter what we've done. Even if Mystique killed JFK, it just...
I think there's always something that will creep in. Yeah, like...
I just don't... I think human beings are... Since we're so flawed, we're so corrupted, we're so... Inherently, there's too much evil in too many people.
Yeah. Look at Adam and Eve, if you look at it from a religious standpoint.
And then Cain and Abel, which the first two real humans on Earth, one kills the other.
Yeah.
From the beginning of society, I don't think there's one event in human history that makes us. There's no utopia. I think the only thing that okay, I'm gonna take that back. Because if Eve had never bit that apple, none of us would be here.
I know, that's
but
what
those
I'm saying.
two would have lived in a utopian society. They would have lived in paradise.
Yeah.
I don't know if then there would have been no, probably not, because they didn't know they were naked. They didn't know that there was no
like, oh my god,
there was no reproductiveness. They were created to just be that perfect beings.
Yeah.
And so I guess yes. Adam and Eve not the fall of man, because I don't want to put it on Eve, even though it was like but they were both tempted and they both gave in. Yeah. The fall of man. That's the only thing that would have created a utopian society. Once there's more than two people, no.
Do numbers exist in nature, or are they simply a human invention?
Probably a human invention.
Really? You don't believe in the Matrix, that numbers appear in the middle of the sky or on a tree?
No.
Everything is numeric. Why do you think they teach us math in school?
Because we created it.
Everything is a number.
We created it.
Everything is a number. Everything, the coding.
Oh, wait, do you know what this
Matrix,
is? How many fingers am I holding up?
2.
It's like, I don't care.
2.
No, I think that's completely a human consciousness creation.
Can someone's life be considered meaningful if they never leave a lasting impact? Ooh, that is brutal. That's a brutal question.
Absolutely.
Lasting, someone's life be considered meaningful if they never leave a lasting
impact, do they mean on humanity as a whole? Do they mean on a community, in a city? Or do they just mean in the people in which they interact with? Mm-hmm. You can live a very meaningful life of having been a positive influence and a wonderful mentor and things to people that you interact with, even if it's one child or one person. And nobody knows you're alive outside of your orbit, but the people within your orbit were forever changed by the impact of knowing who you are and your character. So yes.
Yeah. I think it's when people, I remember, I just thought of this when I was finishing reading this question, was I recently, maybe like within the last 3 years, there was a high school reunion, and my high school experience was, although I do think people would be like, you had a good high school experience, it wasn't. It was so much identity issues, and then just like...
Yeah. Well, you had a lot of struggle,
I think about some of the things that I said, or like the way I acted, I'm like, oh, that's so embarrassing. But I literally had a classmate reach out and say, you know, we were talking about you at the reunion. I was like, oh God, it's something I did, or like, you know, something stupid. She's like, we did always have a good time and always laugh. And I was like, oh wow, so I'm a fucking clown. But no, I thought that was nice. I thought it was, and it was just out of nowhere. I was like, oh wow, I guess I do have an impact on people, because I do honestly, sometimes I struggle with what's my purpose in life, right? And I think that's a struggle for a lot of people, but the answer that I always hear the voice in my head, and I joke about it with God, is sometimes I think my purpose in life is to make people laugh.
That's good.
And there are times where I've had, like when my car caught fire, I literally looked up to the sky and I said, I know I make you laugh. Why is this happening? Like, you know, and like, I just think humor is a true form of medicine. And if that is my purpose, then so be it. Yeah. But you're right. I think it could just take one person, one child, anything, and you leave an impact. Yeah. Is it possible to truly understand infinity? The limit does not exist. What movie?
Mean Girls.
Limitless is a good movie too. Mean Girls.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think we're made to understand the concept of eternity or anything infinite.
Mm-mm. Can time exist without space?
That's a good question.
It is, right? I'm literally like,
without space. So just a word.
Should we get Gail and Katy Perry on the line?
Let's see. Talk to the astronauts. So I mean, I think so. My mind goes into just some vast part of just nothingness in the universe.
Mm-hmm. There's no time.
No,
like a black hole.
I don't think
there really is no time.
I don't think there would be, because Yeah, it should be just, it's a vacuum, it's nothing, so nothing would include time.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah, I agree with that. Would it be better to live in a world with no pain, even if it meant there would be no joy?
No. We need the joy.
Yeah, and pain sometimes can lead to joy.
The balance of it. Yeah,
Well, some people like pain and it's a kink.
Okay, well, down for it. Okay.
Total left field there.
No, we need the balance.
Need the joy.
We need the joy.
Yeah.
We need the happiness, and if that means that unfortunately we have moments of pain, then that's how it's just gonna be.
Well, with pain,
Life
there's growth.
life without joy or happiness is just
Yeah, I agree with that.
nothing.
Can morality exist without religion, or is it a human invention?
You can be moral and not be religious.
I would agree with that 100%.
My two former atheist friends, they were morally bad.
Yeah.
And they didn't believe anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, moral. I mean, being a good
It's
person.
not just about religion.
Yeah, religion can
guide you,
and morals, are a part of it. But yeah, you can absolutely be a strong, moral, good person without having one thought of faith. Yeah.
Exactly. And the last question is the mind separate from the body, or are they one and the same?
I think they're one and the same. They complement each other. I mean, you can't have one without. I mean,
your body functions with the.
Your body definitely can't function without the mind.
Yeah. And
your mind needs a body. And so far, now they haven't done consciousness transferring and stuff like that to move, to put your mind. Yeah, well, to put your mind into like an artificial being to create immortality, which is just moving your consciousness, which is what they're wanting to do eventually. So, because of that, because you'd have to be put into an artificial, you have to have a body for the mind. Mm-hmm. To me, that says you can't just have a mind on its own, and just be plugged into a terminal and you just spit out ones and zeros. I think you have to have. I think you have to have both. For me, I don't know how you feel.
It's a mind separate from the body. I would think it's one in the same. Like, you can't separate it.
No.
But yeah, your mind. I mean, unless they're talking about like spiritual, like,
But even then, God,
third eye.
If you for those of us believe in God, when the consciousness is transferred to heaven, you're given a new body.
Right.
That's
Celestial
free from defect, pain, anything like that. So the mind will always have a body.
Yeah. To
go with it. So spiritually, even absolutely. Otherwise, we're just a bunch of floating minds in heaven. That's true. Who are you? I don't know. Well, I can't recognize your frontal lobe. I don't.
Bunch of brain stems.
Yeah. You gotta have a body because that creates who you are as a being.
Body to body.
But yeah, that was
13 questions.
That's fascinating.
From so enthused.
Well,
tough, unanswerable questions to ask, and Brian said, "There's no question that's unanswerable.
Everything can be answered. They're tough.
They are.
Some can be tough. You just, but for we're critical thinkers.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, some people might be like, I don't know. I just don't know.
This is the kind of things we thrive on.
Yes.
So I knew that's why I picked it. I know I picked that because I knew that it would maybe challenge our way of thinking a little bit.
Yeah, and I always enjoy hearing our different responses. Sometimes we're like exactly the same, and then other times like you're like that was so left field,
I know.
But it's what makes us V&Brian against the world. And make sure you follow us on Instagram.
And I guess email us.
TikTok, yes. And go ahead and email us if you want to collab like many of these individuals.
And if you want to, it's okay if you do this. You can follow.
You can follow.
It's completely okay.
You can like.
Because that follower count just sits there stagnant. So
I'm very proud of our follower count has increased, but yes, I don't like to look at numbers, but the views says there should be a lot more.
The views don't equal the followers. So for those of you that have. Don't
you want to have a good time?
I mean, it's like hell. Again, as long as you're, if you're listening, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
I like to think that we're not just talking to ourselves.
No, and I always do enjoy when people come up to us and they're like, "Oh yeah, I remember you said this," or like run into people and they resonate with things from our Instagram reels or videos.
You guys are so funny. I think we asked
yeah. We are. Don't you want to have a good time?
The satire is great.
It is, and I enjoy it. We do those clips so well. Like I'm just saying, from shooting from a phone and not having because as you can see, we don't have high tech computers and
I don't want to be a studio show.
No, but it would be nice to just certain times to be able to do more.
Get over the audio, seriously.
So. Okay. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed this mini. We'll have other list of questions we'll be going through that are funny and some that I think will be a lot of fun. But make sure you go outside, get some sun, and touch grass. Okay, bye!